Hey, come on in. Come on in. I have an open door policy. It's great to meet you. My name is Robert J. Bowsher, and I'm running for the Penn State Board of Trustees. I'm a 1986 graduate from the College of Business with an accounting major, and you can see that all right here on my diploma, which has been on display here in my office for over 8 years. This is why I want to be a trustee. I want students and young alumni to benefit as much from their Penn State educations as so many of us have from our degrees. We need trustees like me who will put Penn State's best interests ahead of their own and who will make Penn State a better place. And that brings me to the first of 3 challenges we'll be facing over the next 3 years. For too many years, too many people have told me that Penn State is a great place to go for school and a lousy place to go for work. The recent high-profile firings of legendary coaches Joe Paterno and Emmanuel Kaitanov have done nothing to improve this reputation. Clearly, to make Penn State a better place, we have to make Penn State a better workplace. In his paper entitled Reflections of a Former Trustee, Dr. Ben Novak describes the community-oriented work environment that Penn State had in the 1960s. With a new president coming in, it's the perfect time to replace what Dr. Novak calls the power from above system with a more community-oriented work environment like Penn State had in the 1960s. Hey, tell you what, let's get out of the office now. I want to show you some of my favorite places here in San Diego. Welcome to Balboa Park, and the second challenge we'll be facing over the next 3 years, restoring Penn State's good name. The Free Report desecrated Penn State's good name and Coach Joe Paterno's reputation. We must repudiate the Free Report and call it out for what I believe it is, a waste of Penn State's money. Here's my 2012 campaign ad, which Sue Paterno autographed with these words, "Stay Penn State classy." Certainly words the Paternos have always lived by. Now let's go visit some friends of mine at the world-famous San Diego Zoo. I'm 6 feet 6 inches tall, but around these amazing animals, I feel short. Other animals depend on giraffes to survey the area for predators so they can all drink safely at watering holes. I'm uniquely qualified to serve on the Board of Trustees because, like giraffes, I'm vigilant about making environments safe and sound for other people. I'm an openly gay man and an ethical accountant who has an open door policy and an open records policy. Openness and transparency are more than concepts, they're commitments. And for me, they're a way of life. Speaking of openness and transparency, check out that dome. That's the new San Diego Public Library, and it reminds me of the third challenge we'll be facing over the next 3 years, making a Penn State education more affordable. Tuition hikes have already buried students and parents under mountains of debt. Penn State needs to maximize alternative revenue sources like the Hershey Medical Center. And the trustees need to stop spending so much money on consultants and public relations firms. Those millions need to be redirected into programs that reduce tuitions and programs that directly benefit the Penn State community. It was great meeting you. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about my candidacy and to learn how I want to help the other alumni trustees bring Penn State to the end of the storm that began in November 2011. I stand tall, and I stand ready to serve you and Penn State. People are always telling us San Diegans to stay classy, so I leave you now with the words of Sue Paterno, stay Penn State classy.